Have you ever dreamt of stumbling upon a pirate's chest overflowing with gold doubloons, or unearthing a lost city brimming with ancient artifacts? The allure of lost treasures is a powerful one, captivating imaginations for centuries. But what happens when that dream becomes reality? What happens when you actually find something incredible, something valuable, buried beneath the sands of time or hidden within forgotten ruins? Well, buckle up, because the legal minefield you'll encounter is often far more treacherous than any booby-trapped chest. And trust me, some of the legal battles over treasure are so bizarre, you'll question the sanity of everyone involved. I mean, seriously, you'll spit out your coffee when you hear some of these lawyers' defenses. Let's start with the basics. Discovering treasure isn't simply a matter of shouting "Eureka!" and running off to the nearest bank. Ownership, rights, and regulations vary wildly depending on where the treasure is found, on private land, public land, underwater, or even in international waters. On private land, the landowner generally has the strongest claim, unless there's evidence the treasure predates their ownership. This is where things get complicated, requiring meticulous historical research and potentially years of legal wrangling. Imagine the scenario. A farmer discovers a Viking hoard beneath his potato field. Suddenly, he's not just a farmer. He's embroiled in a legal battle with archaeologists, museums, possibly even the government of Norway, depending on the historical significance of the find. And the lawyer's fees? Let's just say they could rival the value of the treasure itself. Public land presents a different set of challenges. In many countries, treasure found on public land belongs to the state. This often leads to complex negotiations and potentially generous rewards for the discoverer, but also a mountain of paperwork and bureaucratic hurdles that would make even the most seasoned adventurer want to bury their treasure again and forget the whole thing. I wonder what planet the judge was on when they ruled in favor of the government, keeping 90% of a priceless collection of Roman coins. Seriously, the discoverer got a measly pat on the back and a framed certificate of appreciation. Then there's the murky world of underwater treasure. International maritime law is a confusing beast, and the legal battles over shipwrecks and their contents can drag on for decades. Think about it. A sunken Spanish galleon laden with gold and jewels discovered in international waters. Who owns it? The country whose flag the ship flew? The country where the ship was built? The country where the treasure was originally destined for? Or perhaps the lucky divers who actually found it? It's a legal quagmire of epic proportions, often involving multiple governments, international courts, and enough legal jargon to make your head spin. And the cost? Oh, the cost. You'd need a treasure chest just to store the legal bills. And let's not forget the ethical considerations. Many historical artifacts are considered cultural heritage, not just valuable commodities. Unearthing and selling such items can lead to accusations of looting, cultural vandalism, and even international sanctions. The legal battles surrounding the illicit trade in antiquities are intense, with governments and international organizations actively pursuing those involved in the illegal excavation and sale of historical treasures. It's a fight against the black market, where fortunes are made and lost, and where the legal consequences can be severe, involving hefty fines, imprisonment, and the seizure of any ill-gotten gains. The legal complexities don't end there. Consider the issue of salvage rights. If you discover a treasure, you have to consider the costs involved in its recovery. You might need specialized equipment, a team of experts, and potentially even government permits. Salvage laws vary widely, but generally, those who bear the costs of recovery have a claim to a portion of the treasure's value. This can lead to disputes between discoverers, salvage companies, and government agencies, often resulting in complex legal battles over the appropriate distribution of the spoils. One case I read about involved a team of divers who spent years and a small fortune recovering a sunken airplane carrying gold bars. The legal battle over the distribution of the gold dragged on for over a decade, leaving the divers with far less than they initially hoped for, after paying exorbitant legal fees, of course. Then there are the cases where the treasure itself is the subject of a dispute. Was it legitimately acquired? Is there a competing claim of ownership? Was it stolen or plundered? These are just some of the questions that can lead to lengthy and costly legal battles. The legal system has to determine not only the ownership of the treasure, but also its provenance, its history, and legitimacy. Establishing provenance can be a painstaking process, involving historical research, expert testimony, and often international cooperation. Imagine the headaches and legal costs involved in proving that a seemingly priceless diamond necklace wasn't actually stolen from a royal family centuries ago. The legal ramifications of treasure hunting extend beyond the ownership of the treasure itself. Think about environmental concerns. The excavation of buried treasure can cause significant environmental damage, potentially leading to fines and legal action from environmental protection agencies. In some cases, the discovery of treasure might even trigger the need for archaeological surveys and preservation efforts, further complicating the legal landscape. For instance, imagine discovering a trove of ancient artifacts in a fragile ecosystem. Suddenly, you're not just a treasure hunter, you're a reluctant environmental steward, facing the legal and financial responsibilities of ensuring the protection of the surrounding environment. But perhaps the most absurd aspect of the legal battles surrounding treasure is the sheer amount of money involved. The legal fees alone can quickly deplete the value of the treasure, leaving the discoverer with little more than a mountain of debt and a bitter taste in their mouth. Lawyers specializing in treasure hunting disputes are exceptionally well paid, charging hefty hourly rates that can easily consume a significant portion, if not all, of the treasure's worth. The irony, of course, is that the pursuit of fortune can often lead to financial ruin. So next time you dream of unearthing a lost treasure, remember this: the legal battle might be far more challenging than the treasure hunt itself. The pursuit of fortune might lead you down a path fraught with legal complexities, ethical dilemmas, and potentially financial ruin. The reality, as it often does, is far stranger than fiction. And the lawyers, well, they're laughing all the way to the bank, and you'll be left wondering if it was all worth it. Perhaps sticking to winning the lottery is a safer bet. Just saying.